Small, I think it's very cool that like there's a lot of transparency. We go for a company retreat every year where Nikhil will give us the status, the health of the org, how the profits are doing, what we can expect for next year, our company goals, what they're working on. Every Monday, they talk about they have a whole process where the whole company gets together and talks about what they're working on. Even our managers all get involved, like what the team is trading on. So everyone is connected. Our social media manager knows what the team is working on. The team knows what the social media goals are going on. It's really really cool.
So my name's Sage. So I mean, first off, I just wanted to give you the introductory. Just congratulations, just on everything. A
Appreciate it.
really fun series to watch. Just after 40 minutes, 30 minutes since the match, what are just your reflections just after all of that happened and map three as well?
Um, I think first of all we need to commend Liquid's mental strength. I think they were 7 down, 12 8 down and split, won it, and then after that, even after we beat them on the map pick quite convincingly, they came back from level one. Like that requires like insane mental strength, and positivity, and everything goes wrong. I think that's a great captain. I think the team is really calm. I'm very, very impressed with the way they play. I hope they make it the champs. I think they deserve to be there based on performance today. And as for us, I mean, we should have closed it way earlier. We should have closed it in split. We should have closed it in Lotus. I think we need to improve a little bit. But I'm of course very happy to be in playoffs.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think this is a really big step compared to where PRX was at the start of 2025, where it was a bit tougher. So, I mean, you've been the coach for PaperX for quite some time. I just wanted to ask you, because there's been multiple periods where PaperX has kind of fallen down from that top three spot in Pacific. How do you first identify issues within the team, and then how do you move forward so that you can come back an even stronger version?
I mean, I don't think the job I do is very hard, to be honest. Like I think plenty of people are capable of coaching well. There's a lot of review, we have to do. I think everyone can do that. I'm blessed with a very very talented crop of players. I think all five of them have a very good mindset, very hardworking. I have no complaints about. They are a big part of why the team functions. They even if I'm coaching, they have a big voice in the team. So that they basically are very self critical. Very self critical, very hardworking. I think anyone in my position will be able to coach them. They're very coachable. Um, that being said, yes, we sometimes we fall off. Sometimes we lose tournaments in first round. It's painful, but I think they manage to bounce back. I think them being like happy go lucky good people, they can bounce back every time. I'm very very proud to. I think we are the ones that have attended the most events. I mean, people might say that it's because the Pacific region is a bit weaker. I disagree. I think we're good. I think PaperX, the org itself, and the players deserve the achievement. Very proud to have the most consecutive appearances,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully this continues.
Yeah, no, and it's been really cool to just watch that grow throughout time. And as a coach for this team, you're kind of in a really unique position because there's not really I guess Envy and NA kind of, but there's not really many teams that play like Paper X. So I guess I just want to ask you, what's your approach to practice with this group of players? Is it you throwing out ideas and then making it a collaborative process, or is it you creating a structure from your years of experience in FPS and then helping them grow it in that way?
Yeah, I mean, it's usually a complex, difficult answer, but by and large, my day to day, I we do a lot of our review, and we try to be as creative as possible. I think when people join our team, there's an emphasis on creativity. I want the players to be comfortable. I want them to have a say, in the round. I don't want them to be people that like not people, but like they have to follow a specific way of playing. I'm happy for them to experiment. So our practices are usually very fun because we're trying different things. I don't know if it's fun for other teams, but we usually we're trying to see what we throw crap ton of things on the wall and see what sticks most of the time. Then we use it in matches if it works, And then at the same time, we try to follow like whatever we think basics are, like if we need to play post pass better, if we have to play a certain way, we try to do that. Yeah, I mean each and every one of us, whatever strat we do, whatever play style we have, we try to contribute it equally. It's not just me. I definitely play devil's advocate more often than I play like a creative role. I think the players themselves are way more creative than I am. I'm just telling them whether it work or not. It's pretty much. I think a coach's job to be a little bit pessimistic with these kind of things sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to ask you about that. How do you find that? You were talking about how you lean a little away from the creative aspect because you want to give that space for your players. How do you find that balance between creativity and just the protocols and fundamentals as a coach so that you're not, restricting your players and making them feel like they have to play within a box?
I mean, the box definitely does exist. It's just a very big box in our case. That being said, I think it's important that the players have a very open conversation with me. It's not just me and IGL; it's me and all five of them. I want them to be able to. I'm very big on feedback. Even when I'm like complaining a lot, I make sure that they feel heard. I want them to know that I'm listening to them. I want them to know that their opinion is valued. I think that's important in the way we shape our gameplay. And well, if anything, I think it's a big part of my coaching is people skills more than it actually is coaching. I try to make sure that everyone's happy, motivated, hungry, and the process. In that process, they kind of like are willing to work harder or at least like put in hours doing things that I think they should be doing.
I want to ask you about those people skills aspect and listening to your players. Do you feel like that's something that you developed because of just how long you've been in FPS in general? Like your career started back in like 2014, 2015.
Yeah. No, I think that's just me. I'm friendly with everyone. I used to be way more extroverted, but I think as I got older, it's a lot easier to just sit back and read a book. But I think when I'm younger, I'm very very outgoing. I like to try things. I like to talk to people. Now I just read a lot. So for the boys, I'm like their older brother. People, someone I can turn to. They can talk about anything under the sun. If they want to talk about stocks, they want to talk about politics, they want to talk about football, basketball, hockey. I'll try and pick it up and learn about their culture, learn about everything. I think
Mm-hmm.
I try to make sure that everyone feels comfortable. I think yes, I've played CS for a long time, and because of that, like I've sort of been in many different teams and I've seen teams implode. I think my past as a player in the IGL and then I finally coach in CS. I've learned like different things along the way that to try and make sure that we can keep a team together as long as we have, and make everyone. I mean, keep everyone happy and competitive.
Is there a specific lesson throughout all those years, or even a book that really stood out to you that was a very pivotal learning lesson for you that has still stuck with you?
As for books, I think I don't remember anything anymore. It's all mashed together, it's in my head because I read so many. So
That's
I
fair.
can't really pinpoint a specific one. I watch a lot of like sports documentary, like a lot, because I really believe that like the camaraderie and stuff from sports it translates to Valorant, and I actually think that I would rather sign players that have sports background in Valorant. I think it's invaluable. Like really, I think intangibles are a big deal. Um, if anything, I think the losses, any loss we have, and seeing how people react, right, and how I react and how I approach. I mean, like I've realized along the years that like each player you need a different approach. When you talk to people, I don't think it's a one size fit all thing. If I'm yelling at one player, I realize some people shut down, some people are motivated, some people just they want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. Or if I give them encouragement, too much encouragement, they feel pressure. Sometimes like for example, there was a player in my team long time ago that I realized that if you're like extra supportive, he feels like weirded out. Like he had to tell me like you need to stop doing that because it's making me second guess everything. You know what I mean? So like along the way, like many small lessons. I don't think I can pick out a single one. It's a collective thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
a good thing I've been around for a while. It's old now.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about that because this will be my final question for you. It's PaperX has been an organization that you've been with even dating back to the CS days, where
Yeah, dude.
it's been a quite some time and a long journey where you've seen this organization just you and the organization grow from honestly kind of like rags to riches almost, where you're a big face in Valorant. Um, what does the organization mean to you? And in the second part of it, is it kind of wild just looking back at how far you've just come along from the days when you're on boot and playing against Renegades and Sydney and things like that?
I I appreciate it. Actually, done so much research on me. Um, yeah, I mean, I think we're very fortunate to be part of this organization. It's been very well run. You know, I've been part of disaster orgs in China, India. You know, like sometimes like you just sign it, and I made my mistakes with not reading contracts and stuff. They've tried to go about it the right way. You know, as much as possible. They're very open. I think we have a flatline structure. You know, like the owners are actually people I played Valorant CS with a long time ago, and now they're my bosses. But in the end, like I think what I have as the team, you know, open communication, it goes throughout the whole org. You know, one of our CGO we're very close to used to be my coach in Boot. You know, he's a DSN and he has a long story career. You know, and he's very 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 like down to earth, very easy to talk to. We have a small org. You know, I think it's very cool that like there's a lot of transparency. You know, we go for a company retreat every year where Nikhil will give us the status, the health of the org, you know, how the profits are doing, you know, what we can expect for next year, our company goals, what they're working on. Every Monday, you know, they talk about they have a whole process where the whole company gets together and talks about what they're working on. Even our managers all get involved, you know, like what the team is trading on. So everyone is connected. You know, our social media manager knows what the team is working on. The team knows what the social media goals are going on. It's really, really cool. And the second part of the question was
That,
about
yeah, that was it was just about you, but I think that was honestly great and cool to hear that perspective. I mean, thank you so much, Alex, for your time. I really
I really
appreciate the
appreciate
insight.